Alright, so the Retro VGS is something we've talked about a lot on this channel. A lot of people are looking forward to it. A new retro console that'll play cartridge games. And there's been a bit of controversy about price and whatnot, but the day is finally here. They have launched their crowdfunding campaign. And of course, in Retro VGS fashion, there's been a little bit of controversy. Originally, it was supposed to be a Kickstarter campaign. Now they moved to Indiegogo, and some people were a bit worried about that. Me personally, I don't really care. I've done Indiegogo stuff, I've done Kickstarter stuff. It's all really the same to me. The only main difference is that Indiegogo takes the money from your account initially. But there's two things. If there's a fixed funding, it has to meet that goal or else you get your money back. If it's flexible funding, your money goes to the project, whether or not it meets that goal. Retro VGS did fixed funding, so if you put down the money for the console or games or whatever you want to get, and they don't reach their goal, then you get your money back. So it's really not that big of a deal. I don't know why people are worried about it. So, right now it is 1:48 p.m. Eastern Time. The Kickstarter went live at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, Saturday the 19th. At the current time, they have $35,000 in funding. The goal is a little under $2 million. And they have a couple different perks here. They got Make It Happen perk for $10. That will just get you towards, helping them out. You get full credit towards a future purchase for the amount you pledge, so $10 or more. For $25, you get a genuine Retro VGS USB controller that can be used with any USB-enabled device, plus get full credit towards a future purchase for any amount you pledge over the reward tier amount. Now we come to the big ones, the consoles. Those are the big ones. They did go with $300. $300, $299 plus shipping. Gets you the early bird black Retro VGS. Get a black Retro VGS with power adapter, controller, HDMI cable, and full credit towards a future purchase for any amount you pledge over the reward tier amount. Plus, you get a bottom label printed with backer edition and a digital subscription to Retro Magazine. You gotta remember Mike Kennedy, the brains behind this project, does create the publication Retro Magazine. For $349 plus shipping, you get a personalized backer edition of the Retro VGS and Legend series or Jewel series or Black. You get everything included and plus the cool color. And previous reward tier items such as the magazine subscription are also included. $399 you get a bronze system. And $424 you get a silver. $449 you get a gold one. And $499 you get a serial number 1 or higher. You get the whatever color you want, and you get the print magazine. That's one of the main differences here. So they've kind of laid out the stuff. I'm going to try to have some graphics up on the screen of this stuff. Basically, they're promoting this as, the console that will always play forever. And that's one of the main things they need to do. I'm sorry I'm looking at my computer screen, but there's a lot of information here, folks. And I'm going to put the Indiegogo campaign in the description box, and so you guys can check it out as well. They've made a lot of good progress, it looks like, and more importantly, they showed some games. Now, these are games we already know about for the most part. Let me get down here to the games section. So the pack-in game, everyone that purchases the game will get The Adventures of Tiny Knight from Collector Vision Games, which kind of looks like an Alex Kidd in Wonderland game. Maybe a little Mega Man in there, Wonder Boy. Looks pretty cool, honestly. It's definitely a game that I'm interested in. And it'll have a gold cartridge, kind of like the original Zelda on the NES. So that's very cool. And if you add money to your pledge, you can get additional games. If you add $60, you get Gunlord, which is a classic Dreamcast side-scrolling, kind of crazy shooting game, high on action. $50 would get you Knight's Chance, which is a puzzle sort of game. I think it was a Neo Geo based game, so that's actually pretty big that they're getting Neo Geo support. Adventures in Tower Flight, or Adventures in the Tower of Flight, which is kind of like a Kid Icarus sort of game. $30 onto your purchase will get you this game, a Sky Blue cartridge, plus there's Retro VGS only stuff on here. You get 2 new areas, a new boss, a new relic, and new themed enemies for the new areas. So that's pretty cool. Additional content is always good. Custom content is always good for when you're making a port of another game. Sydney Hunter and the Caverns of Death will come on a green cartridge for a $40 pledge. Read Only Memories is a translucent purple cartridge at $50 to the pledge. Songbringer, gold cartridge, $40 to the pledge. So these are the confirmed games, and like I said, I'm gonna show you pictures of the games as I talk about them. So are those games big enough for you? you know, it just depends on what you're into. Now, there is something very interesting. They say that they're in negotiations for a Double Dragon trilogy. That's the kind of shit we need here at Retro VGS. If you give me a Double Dragon trilogy on a cartridge, I'm very interested. Pierre Solar, Last Hope Pink Bullets, and Jeffrey Whittigan's Black Box Challenge. I have no idea what that is. So then the Indiegogo talks about the the different colors of the systems, the digital magazine, and that's pretty much it. They tell you a little story about it, show you some videos. So, what do I think of it? I don't know. It's going to be a tough sale. They have started out really good. They've started out really strong. And, you know, if one backer, you know, puts a lot of money into this, which we've seen with a lot of, you know, crowdfunding campaigns, it could definitely be a success. Am I backing it right now? Today? No, I'm not. I don't have the money to spend towards it. I don't have that money to come out of my account. However, if the campaign continues this strong momentum, because it's pretty strong momentum, then I will definitely consider backing it. I will go for the lowest tier, the $300 ones. Black is cool with me. Give me my Tiny Knight. Maybe I'll put some money towards another game that, the $30 game, I don't recall the name of it right now because I'm not cheating with my computer, but the Kid Icarus style game. That game looks pretty damn cool, and there's custom content just for the Retro VGS version. Do I think it will succeed? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. That $300 mark, I think, really turned a lot of people off. But you gotta remember, the most vocal people are always the minority. The minority are always the loudest people, and the people that are gonna actually be interested in the system are actually the most quiet ones. So, I wish them all the success in the world. I'm very excited to see that the Indiegogo campaign is live. I'm watching it like a hawk, and I'll keep you guys updated as the campaign goes on. It is a 45-day campaign, so they have a lot of time. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. But I want you to check out the Indiegogo campaign now. Click the link in the description box, and then leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about everything. If you pledge towards it, if you're going to pledge towards it, what you think of it, because it's very exciting, man. I love cartridges. Everyone loves cartridges. If you're on this channel, you love cartridges. So let me know what you guys think of everything, and I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know if I decide to finally throw down the money. Maybe if I get some money from, you know, a tooth fairy or something, knock out a couple teeth. I'll see you guys next time. Later.